So, I lied to you when I said that I would preach the soul. I told you one thing in particular while reverting it back to the normalization effect, and that would be oathless grace. Grace is a boarding school for anyone that wants to be within a field. And field operations are always run by the government. Governments are not only officers here, but they reject the normal aspects of a demographic. Demographics are isolated. They are isotopes, and they incident themselves as if they are actuaries of a beginner's manual. So a boarding school would require a manual to exist instead of a person to take charge. Nobody is a leader within a boarding school. Everybody is an agent. So for a boarding school to go from a carrying capacity to a shipment company, there needs to be an arbiter to reject the maintenance fees. Fees are collected and then displaced into the public realm. So if we are to charge someone, not only does the rejection of our government occur, we actually reject the people's estate value. So that if we are to make claims on property, we are actually making claims to other people's justice. So an entire nation can be built around the rejection of rights. It is actually how the uniform was made. It was based upon silliness. The silliness of something is how we reject someone's rights. Because we don't take rights seriously, we take it patriotically. So if we are to be civilians in this sense, which we aren't, we are actually officers of a military army. These armies are sheriff and mutation to Normandy. So a Normandy is created when we militarize on the public to create ourselves as if we are the arbiter of the law. So if we are to arbitrate, not only does the breaking of oath occur, we actually are denying people the indignation to justify themselves. So in a conciliatory environment, the indigo effect of Christianity is the only operation that a UV radius is made out of. It's a land holding right to the universe. And then keys are dispatched upon the people to give them the ability to congregate. And Congress is not actually in this field, but is actually replaced by the president. Because the president is a judgment rather than a judge, they militarize on the behalf of the Senate as if the Senate is going to elect themselves. Since a Senate is already electable in the American government, not only does the feature of autonomy erase in the American Academy, but the American Academy is a placebo for the ability to understate factions as clans. Clans are recommended in these systems because we have financialization of fees. So if a financialization is to occur, not only does the people have to congregate, the actual planes of the fields they're in are required to adjudicate law as if they are factions of other people's behalf. And these behalves are the dictatorship of the masses and the proletariat bribery of who gets to be president.